Hi everyone, we have sunshine today, so I thought I'll make this video, seeing as it's a little bit lighter. I have somebody drilling, so I might pause every so often, so that what I don't usually do with my videos, but I can't restart every time, so when the drill starts, I will stop. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that I've just something that's been on, I've been working with a lot. And I thought maybe somebody else might be interested in hearing about this. And it is that everywhere we look, I find everywhere I look, it feels to me like I'm being told that I need to do better, that I need to evolve, that I need to step up a level, that I'm not good enough. And wow, and I bought into that for the longest of times. You have to do this, you have to do that. Hold on. And what I want to tell you right now is you don't need to change, because you know what, you're already perfect as you are. Inside your soul, we are all exactly perfect. We don't need to make any changes. We don't need to do anything. I think it's like this. When we are born, we have a certain something inside of us, like who we are. Some babies are crying more, others are just happy babies coming out. Some are a bit stubborn, and we all have that. And then we join society, and suddenly we are told, okay, you got to sit in that chair and not make a sound, or you have to eat at this time, or you have to study hard so you can get a good job and buy a big house. Or we get all these things taught to us, and they're not that important in the end. It's like, does it matter that you have a big house? Maybe it matters more what your soul is like. And that brings me to actually the whole point of this conversation. It's not so much the physical things, we can buy into that and it's okay. But it's the soul things that I want to talk about. Like, it's my goal to be better at this. It's my goal to become this thing. It's my goal to evolve. It's my goal. Honestly, really, we don't need to put all that pressure on ourselves to become something else. I think when we start to learn to accept who we are, accept our shortcomings, if you want to call it that, which I don't like that word so much, but accept those things. If we learn to start to do that, then anything else that happens in our lives, right, is going to evolve to what we're supposed to be. Does that make sense? It's like when you stop fighting against something, when you stop trying just a little bit too hard to force things fall into place. There's always that classic thing of people, if you want to go into a relationship and you want to find the one, and the harder you look, the least likely you are to find the one. You find all these other things. But when you stop looking, suddenly whoever the one, or whatever that means, appears, and there you are. So it's almost like if you want to become more intuitive, or if you want to work on becoming, doing healing, or whatever that is that you want to do, stop trying so hard. The only way you can do things like that is if you actually stop trying. When you go quiet, when you just go find a quiet space, if you can, outside where it's silent, or find a space in your home where you can just sit for a bit on a pillow and just go quiet. And in the beginning, it's super hard, right? For our minds, who's always onto the next thing, like we might feel like, I can't even spare 5 minutes, because these 5 minutes I could have read 5 pages and learned something, or I could have watched a YouTube channel that tells me how to do this, this or that. Yeah. So it's really hard to go quiet. It's really hard to be silent. But that's the only way we can do it, is when we start to listen to what our hearts tell us what we're supposed to do, where we're supposed to go. Not a book, not any of these other things. We need to come into our bodies, into our hearts, to feel what is the right thing for us. Not read it in a book, not watch it on a video. And I'm not saying don't read books and don't learn things, because I am all about that. But don't put so much pressure on yourself to succeed when you are learning these things. Yeah, I made a video a while back about intuition and how to build your intuition. And it is all about going quiet. It's an exercise. So if you want to try it out, I'll put it at the end and link it below as well. And it's just a gentle exercise if you feel like watching it, and try it. Find your stillness. Find your truth inside yourself, not out in a book, not out on social media, not anywhere else. And maybe I'm one of the ones now telling you what to do. Isn't that ironic? It's super ironic, right? But you take what you learn. This is what I'm trying to say, is you learn this, become more discerning, become more selective in the things that it works for you. And we have the noise. And when you have taught yourself that, right, just to accept yourself for who you are, because you are perfect already inside. We just sometimes get a little bit of dust, from all the patterns that we build and all the things we learn over time, or people say things to us and then we don't want, we start hiding who we really are, because we feel we have to be a certain way. And if you go quiet, I guarantee you, if you start, can call it meditation, going quiet, whatever that is that you want to call it, connect with nature. If you start doing that regularly, though, that dust will start to clear off. You'll start dusting it off, and your mind will become clear. Your soul, your heart will become connected. And then you can decide what you want for yourself, and not what somebody else tells you what you should do and what you should be. So that was what I wanted to say. And I wish for you a beautiful day. And I'm just loving the sunshine outside. It's super cold, but oh my gosh, it's so beautiful to see the sunlight. So yeah, blessings and love to you. Bye.